Good morning. This is Chloe Dawn, joining Giovanni Gallucci on the Food and Beverage Trend Report.
Morning, Chloe. Wednesday deep dive.
3 stories. None of them are prebiotic soda.
Thank God. Hit me.
1. The whey supply wall is breaking the protein claim economy. 2. Functional mushroom hit shakeout. 3. Non-alcoholic is no longer the substitute. It's the second drink in the same night. Let's go.
Start with whey. This story has been quiet for a year and the bill just came due.
Bell Ring, parent of Premier Protein and Dymatize, confirmed it on the earnings call. Whey protein concentrate spot is over $11 a pound. Isolate over $12. Finished product prices up 50 to 110% versus 2024.
Read those numbers again. 50 to 110% on finished bars and shakes.
124. Supply relief not expected until late 2026 at the earliest. Could be 2027.
So every brand that built its launch deck around 30 grams of whey on the front of pack is now formulating against a number they cannot afford.
And every retailer buyer is looking at their planogram and pricing the next reset around whey volatility. That conversation is happening on Monday morning calls right now.
Here's the part that matters for the indie operator. This is the first real opening for plant protein in a CPG cycle that has been all whey all year.
Pea, fava, hemp, pumpkin seed. Anyone with a plant platform locked in at fixed cost has an 18-month window before whey normalizes. The brand walking into Expo East with a plant pivot deck in October is 6 months late.
The gym channel and the GLP-1 channel are both still asking for 30 grams. The supply constraint does not slow demand. It just makes whey priced like a luxury good.
So the operator move is to stop competing for the whey number. Compete on the source. Name the bean. Print the bioavailability if you have it. Make the audience care about pea or fava the way the wine audience cares about a varietal.
3 things to do this week. 1. If you have a plant protein platform, lock in 12 months of input costs this quarter. The window is open, and the whey buyers will eventually come fight you for those same beans.
2. Rewrite your front of pack. Stop leading with the gram number. Lead with the source. Pea, fava, pumpkin. The number becomes a secondary claim once the source becomes the headline.
3. Get the co-packer call on the calendar this week. The brands that secure plant capacity in June are the ones shipping in Q4 when the whey shortage is still on the table.
Second story. Functional mushroom is in shakeout, and most of the labels on shelf are not going to make it through the next reset.
Numbers.
$2.2 billion in category sales projected for 2026, up from $1.9 billion last year. Food Navigator called the shakeout explicitly in March. Lion's Mane and reishi still lead. The crowded middle is where bodies are starting to drop.
So the category is growing, and the brands inside it are dying at the same time.
That's how every functional category goes once mass retail decides who gets the slot. The buyer wants 2 or 3 winners per subcategory, not 12.
The thing that sorts the winners from the losers is the dose conversation. And most brands on shelf right now cannot defend the dose.
Generic functional mushroom blend on the front of pack is the new all-natural. It read serious in 2022. In 2026, it reads evasive.
So what's the operator move?
Print the strain, print the milligrams, print the extraction. Hot water extracted reishi at 750 milligrams is a different product than a fruiting body powder at unspecified dose. The shopper now knows the difference.
The dietitian and naturopath corners of Instagram built the audience that asks those questions. The brand hiding behind a proprietary blend gets torched in the comments. The audience runs the dose audit and brings receipts.
The brands that look strong walking into this reset built around a single strain or a single condition. Functional coffee with lion's mane and a real cognitive claim. Sleep blends with reishi and a measured dose. Right. The kitchen sink stack of 5 mushrooms and an adaptogen with no dose disclosure is the shape of the brand getting reset out of the cooler.
And there's a regulatory shoe that has not dropped yet. FTC has been quiet on functional mushroom claims. They have not been quiet on prebiotic. The lawyers walk that road eventually. 3 takeaways. 1. If your label says proprietary blend, rewrite the panel before your next print run. specific strain, milligrams, extraction method, or take the claim off.
2. Pick one mushroom, one condition. Lion's mane for focus, reishi for sleep, cordyceps for endurance. Build the brand around a single defendable story instead of a stack.
3. Get your dose data in front of dietitians and naturopaths this quarter. They are the credentialing committee for this category. The retail buyer is reading their feed before the meeting. Third story. Non-alcoholic just stopped being the substitute. It's the second drink in the same night now.
Term to know is zebra striping. Drinkers alternating alcoholic and non-alcoholic in the same occasion. Heineken survey says 81% of consumers think declining alcohol without explanation is fine. 86% comfortable choosing low or no alcohol at social gatherings.
$600 million category in the U.S., growing 32%.
Curious elixirs. Kin euphorics. De Soie. Trip. Hi-oh! All expanded distribution this spring. Whole Foods reset the non-alcoholic adult section in March. Sprouts followed in April.
So the launch playbook this summer should not be instead of, it should be in between.
In between, yes. The brand that wins this category is the one that designs for the moment between the second beer and the third. The slot the bartender currently fills with a club soda.
And the formulation tells you what the buyer wants. Functional adaptogen base, botanicals, real flavor architecture. Nobody is buying flavored seltzer with a clever label anymore.
Single note seltzer is the old play. The new play is layered. Lion's mane for the social edge, L-theanine for the calm, reishi for the next day recovery. Real bitter and aromatic complexity so the adult palate engages.
Which is why the price point is holding at $8 to $12 a bottle and $7 to $10 a 4-pack. The buyer is paying for the formulation, not the absence of alcohol.
And the on-premise opening is the real story. Bartenders are mixing these into NA cocktails by the case. The brand that gets the bartender list right owns the next 18 months.
Founder receipts win this category, same as every clean label segment. Most of these brands have an actual sober, curious founder story. Diageo and Anheuser-Busch are watching. They will try. The audience can smell the difference. 3 moves to close. 1. Reposition your launch from substitute to second drink. Update the copy. Update the visual cues. Pair with food. Pair with the cocktail it sits next to in the rotation.
2. Get the bartender list for your top 15 markets and seed direct. Liquor stores are slow. Restaurants and bars are where the velocity is.
3. Audit your formulation against the dose conversation we just had on mushroom. If you make NA with functional claims, you are in the same scrutiny lane. Print the source, print the dose, defend it. That's the show. Whey shortage, mushroom shakeout, NA as second drink, not substitute. Chloe, good run.
Good week. Plant protein window is the one I would act on first.
If you run clean label food or beverage and want this kind of read every week, this is the work I do. Reach me at gallucci.net or gallucci.net on the socials. Subscribe on Apple or Spotify. We will see you next Wednesday.